Two-strokes drink incredible amount of fuel and normally need a rebuild long before a comparable four-stroke engine would as well. They are like Wankel engines, more suitable for racing, with a simplicity, lightness, ability to make more power while using low revs than a four-stroke would need. They are funky and interesting, which is why today we'll talk about the highest revving two-stroke bikes the world has ever seen. Aprilia RS250. When a manufacturer claims 9000 is a mid-range RPM, you know this is a high-revving engine. It came from Suzuki, and Aprilia says it has a much stronger mid-range power. As a road league sports bike, it was developed using two-stroke experience from MotoGP from times of Valentino Rossi, Loris Capirossi, and Max Biaggi. Honda NSR 500. Finally, when Honda got rid of its uncompetitive four-stroke engines, after a few different two-stroke projects, the NSR 500 was the most extreme and undoubtedly the best of them all. Initially, it featured a 90-degree angle, but the wider 112-degree V provided space for a quartetto of 36mm K-in carburetors with a better air breathing. Its specific output of 400 horsepower per liter was out of this world. Suzuki RG150. Built only for Thailand with a few exported examples to New Zealand, the RG150 was sold on other markets too, but under different names. The engine was nothing special, but it did feature some kind of valve in the exhaust, which either helped the low end torque or opened at high RPM to increase power output. Honda RS125R. As a simple single-cylinder two-stroke, the RS125R was a racing bike only. Since 1988, they were sold to private racing teams for around $13,000. Riders like Dani Pedrosa, Andrea Dovizioso or Loris Capirossi were some of those which became world champions on it, besides Honda winning 11 Constructors' Championships. Morbidelli 125. The Morbidelli 125 holds a couple of records. For instance, it was the only winning racing bike not built by a motorcycle company. The brand was led by Giancarlo Morbidelli, who commissioned a new engine inspired by a Suzuki one. It was a very successful racing model, which later led into partnership with Benelli. Before the 125cc version, a 50cc also raced and revved 500 rpm higher. Cradle Van Veen 50. Can you imagine doing over 125 mph on a 50cc motorcycle? The regular ones barely exceed 62 mph, but this one revved over 15,000 rpm and made unbelievable 20 horsepower. That's also 400 horsepower per liter when you do your math right. This motorcycle was created in cooperation of the Cradle motor brand and its Dutch importer called Van Veen. Bultaco 50. Spanish manufacturers like Derby, Ossa and Bultaco did not thrive in the 70s, which led Angel Nieto as the finest Spanish racer to find a foreign racing team. But Spanish Motorcycling Federation convinced him to ride a new Bultaco 50 machine, with which he won 5 GPs and his 7th World Championship in 1976. Derby 50. Derby is an old company, soon reaching 100 years of existence. They work their way from bicycles to motorcycles and, believe it or not, also have one of the highest revving two-stroke engines. This Derby racer was also ridden by Angel Nieto, who happened to win several races with it. Yamaha RA31. You may have noticed that we did not speak about Yamaha, which is also responsible for many awesome two-strokes. Inspired by the RD05A, they took the 250cc engine and left only a half of its displacement. It still was a V4 engine, so we had one of the smallest cylinders ever used in a motorcycle, revving over 17,300 rpm. Suzuki RP68. And now a true motorcycle gem. In the 1960s, Suzuki created many various versions of a 50cc motorcycle named RM, RK and RP, starting in a single cylinder making 8 horsepower, all the way up to V3 with 19 horsepower. The latter one, the RP68, was a real extreme with its tight 500 RPM usable peak power band. This is the reason why the motorcycle needed 16 gears to be able to race, and eventually reach a top speed of 125 miles per hour.
Up in paradise, I suppose. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello.